Hi, hello kings and queens. What's going on? I'm back. Um, you know, the curls. Yes. Hubby and I just got back from coming out, and we are in back in the house. As you can see, I still have my jacket going on. Still have my jacket on. Yes, it's freezing. All right. All right. As always, and you guys know that I'm always gonna come and talk to you guys. And what I have now, that was going on through my head. How are you guys doing? Oh my God, I forgot to ask. I'm so sorry. Are you guys okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm great. Thanks God, I'm okay. Love you guys. All right, so let's get back into the video. Um, the video tonight is going to be about how are you dealing with your in-laws. Like hubby took me out to dinner tonight. Maybe I can show you guys like the pictures. I don't know. I'll see. I'm not promising anything, but I took like a couple of short. Well, follow me in my short too. Like look at my shorts because I have a lot going on. So I put the wigs on right now, the curls that my mentor asked me to put on. But that's not what I went out with. I had to change it to make this video because they asked me that's how you guys are going to remember me and talk. So that's why I do that. All right, so let's just get back into it. So how are you dealing with your in-laws? That's my question. That's what the video is going to be about. So let's make sure your in-laws are not your problems. When I say they are not your problem, it's not about like you hitting on them or you like don't like them or they don't like you, because it doesn't matter. It's okay for them like not to like you, but just make sure your husband loves you. Make sure your wife loves you. Make sure your wife understand you. Make sure your husband understand you. I'm not gonna lie, of course, I'm married, so I've gone through a couple of things, and I'm just being honest. So I always have my husband's support. Why? Because he knows them and he understands them. And you know what I love the most? When my husband said, what's gonna happen if I leave you? Am I gonna marry my sister or my mom? Oh, Jesus Christ. I love it. I just love it. So he understand. He's not like telling me, oh my God, like this is what you have to do. This is what you have to say. He's not giving me priority on them. And at the same time, he's not giving them priority on me too. So he understand me as a wife, that he support me 100% when they wrong. He's like, stop it, that's my wife. And he's like, I married her and you guys were my first family, and then now she kind of sort of my first family. I respect you guys and y'all come behind this family. All right. And when it comes to this family, he's talking about me, the kids, and life goes on. So just make sure when you are going through things like, especially the guys, I'm talking to you guys, don't let your family comes in between your wedding, your marriage, like with your woman, because at the end of the day, like the things your family can do for you, like your woman can't do it. And the things that your woman can do for you, your family can't do it. So come to an agreement and come to an understanding, understand what's going on, and be there and support each other. Don't just pick one side, because that's going to be the worst thing that you do. Once you pick like your family side or you pick your wife's side, saying that's my first family, that's going to be the worst thing for you to do. So please don't do it, because I'm talking from experience, and I get him. I'm not like that type of girl that's gonna say, oh no, like you have to put me first. No, I never said you have to put me first. I always said whoever's wrong. And like me, I don't like injustice, and I always make sure, like, no matter what's going on, like let's say if you do something to me I don't like, it's like, would I do it to you? The type of respect and love that I have for you. Because like me, I have nothing against my in-laws, all right? Because They are my family. They are my husband's family. So there's no way I can just sit there saying, oh my God, they just like my in-laws, they annoying, they this, they that. No, not at all. Because I feel as if like if I do something like they don't like or I'm hurting them, I'm literally hurting my husband, which I love so much. I would never want to hurt. You understand? So, but I thank God that I have a husband who is truly understand. His understanding is just like so like, beyond, and I appreciate it so much, and I'm not like taking him for granted. It just like always try to like understand it, get the situation under control. So that's just the video for today. Like, how are you dealing with your in-laws? So it's not about you. It's not about them with your husband or your wife. It's all about like not hurting each other. And if you love your wife so much, you will respect the in-laws. And if you love your husband so much, you will respect like your in-laws if they give you that respect back in return. You understand? So it's always like you have to stand your ground at the same time and come to like an agreement and understanding. But I thank God that, my husband is always on my side because he understands me and he knows me, and I made sure like I'm not being fake about it. I let him know how I feel. When I have to cry, I cry. When I have to let him know what time it is, I let him know what time it is, because that's just me. Like, I'm just going to tell you what's going on. I'm just going to tell you how I feel. So I make him know the person that I am. Like, I make him understand, like, who his wife is, And so that's why I'm like, how are you dealing with your in-laws? And there could be headaches sometimes. You just have to put up with the headaches, unless you just like, okay, I'm just going to give my wife a divorce, which is stupid. You should never think like that. Or if you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm just going to leave my husband. That's stupid, because like your husband is your husband. Your wife is your wife. They're not your in-laws. So try to come to an agreement and understanding with them. And if they don't want to, give them times. Maybe they want more times. Maybe they want some times to like go through it and understand it and see what's going on. Because sometimes somebody got to be the bigger person. You understand? So if it's like you that have to be the bigger person, just be the bigger person, and life goes on. So I'm always like straightforward, and I always tell people all I have is my word. I have nothing. I only have my word. I have nothing. Like, you want to believe it, you believe it. I give it to you. My job is to give it to you, and your job is to understand it. And if you don't understand it, ask question. Don't just like end up with saying, this is what I think. I think she's playing games. If you want me to play games with you, I can. But I don't want to. I'm not trying to, because that's not my style. So life goes on. At the end of the day, I'm all about love. I'm all about understanding. I'm all about being there for each other. I'm all about like, I can count on you. You can count on me, because I don't know what can happen tomorrow to me or you, And it's like the people that you say you love, then show the love. And if you don't love them, find other people to love you, or find other people to love. Just stop being fake about it. Stop like wasting other people's time. So that's what the video was all about today. Like, how are you dealing with your in-laws? It's okay. But the number one thing is just make sure your partner loves you and your partner understands you, and you guys are not sleeping in bed as enemies. Like, I'm going to be on my family side. I'm not just going to be on my husband or wife side. That's stupid. Just come to an agreement and understanding. And if they don't want to, they don't have to. And if they're not ready, give them times, and it's okay. But always make sure you know what your house is all about. Always make sure that your husband or your wife is okay, because as of now, that's your priority. Your priority is the person that you are dealing with, the person that's around you, and make that person understand you. Make that person knows you, So this was not scripted. It was just like I'm coming out from dinner and with my curls, like my man to say, with my jacket. I'm still cold and freezing. So I said, let me just drop it for you guys. Thank you so much for the understanding. Thank you so much. I hope I touch you guys with what you guys have going on. And I have emails where I have to be straightforward. And I have emails where I have permission for me to share real life stories with couples that's going on. But I just feel as if I just have to be ready to do so, because there were times couples were talking to me, I was listening to them, and I was just telling them what's going on, giving them advice as they emailed me to do so. And some of them gave me their phone numbers. I cried. So I'm just not ready to share any of it with you guys, but I have permission with papers ready to like share it with you guys. So I hope in the future I do so. So what I'm telling you guys, it's not like I'm just saying just to say it. It's not scripted. It's just things that real life, true stories that's going on around the world. And it doesn't have to be like that, because the person that you are with or getting with, it's supposed to be your loved ones, your comfort zone, your getaway, your I'm here for you. You here for that person. That's how it's supposed to be. So whenever I'm ready, as they give me the permission, I will share it with you guys. Thank you so much. As of always, thank you for watching, kings and queens. Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.